Yes.
I'm here to hold my fellow baby daddies accountable.
Hey,
Oh my
hey man,
God.
this is insane, man.
So wait a
This
minute.
is more than 9 months.
If the father doesn't know, the mother went wherever she went. The father didn't know. You're telling me that these women can now say, well, even though he didn't know, I'm going to get retroactive money.
What does not knowing have to do with it?
Yeah, that's his fault.
Okay. Say this happened. You got a girl
How
pregnant.
is
She
it his
didn't.
fault
No,
if he
listen,
doesn't
listen.
know?
You got a girl pregnant. You didn't know, and she didn't tell you for 2 years. She can still go back and get the 2 years, even though that's not
Yeah, I
knowing.
think
It's
that's
not.
stupid. I
Okay.
think that's stupid.
Okay. Understood.
Me personally, I think going through the courts for child support is dumb anyway.
Well, some people are getting girls pregnant that are getting food stamps.
So they got to like it's
But they don't have a
mandatory.
choice.
They ain't got no choice.
Men aren't caring where they stick their penis. They shouldn't
Right,
care if it's time to pay
but you
up.
got to let him dump that penis in there.
What?
It's
What
his
is he
Meaning,
saying?
baby. It's his
meaning,
baby. They got to
You
start
gotta
being
let
held
him dump the
accountable. And if
penis
this
in
is how
there.
it is in that state, marry
but
before you carry, Texas is not liberal. So who's shocked?
no,
I'm not
it's
shocked.
purple. It's purple now. It's purple
But
now.
the state isn't running. They can't get abortions.
Yeah.
Like we already know this. It's difficult for, like I don't see anything wrong with it. If a man doesn't want to pay retroactive child support, marry her before she gets pregnant.
See. Okay,
It's not hard.
a man. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason why it's not divorcing the man of responsibility, but again, unless it's great, how are you getting this kid? If you know, like, I don't.
Because they not
I've
doing
never
nothing else half
understood
the
that
time.
point. I never understood that
It's
point. Why
making
am I
people
going to
be
be
more
chasing a man around
accountable.
for money?
It's making people be more
Be more
accountable.
Why am
accountable.
I
That's
going to
why
be
I like
chasing?
it.
But it's not making the woman any more accountable because she's going to go do it with another man.
It's making everybody be more
No, it
accountable.
is not. She's
Yes,
going to go
it
do it with
is.
another man.
I don't. These there's
Then that's on the man who
on the
knows if
bottom end of the spectrum. These women giving child support ain't they still struggling. There's a certain man who has to pay
yeah,
child support where the woman's
If
like,
she
yeah,
gets help from the
I'm
state,
yeah.
if she can get help from the state, if she can put the man on child support, if she can do all of these things, you're not being held
yes
accountable.
they are because they're still struggling.
No, no,
They
no,
still
There's
have to
more
raise
no.
that
that
These
baby
chicks,
for 18
no, these chicks
years.
that
nigga,
be
you gotta
on, these
take
chicks
off
that
in the
be
middle of the day. You gotta lose pay for that baby when you ain't fuck when she
Maternity
gets
leave.
sick. Then you gotta buy a 2 bedroom apartment instead of one. Like niggas, there's I get it.
okay. So then, so that's your means to bear. I mean, then you just say accountability for the man. Okay, then that's your means to bear as a woman.
Well, these men have to still
Why is
do
it
something
okay?
though.
Why is it okay?
Why
Why
is
is it
what
okay there,
okay?
but
Because
it's not okay here?
two people made a baby, so they got to figure out how to make two people accountable for this baby.
Right,
Man, man, since you're
but
probably
they're
usually
not
the man's
usually
not there, so
doing
you got
that.
to pay
They
a
don't
little something,
they
something,
don't
and then
usually
the
do
woman got to
that.
do all the
It doesn't
rest.
say okay, when those NBA players get put on child support, it doesn't take all that money to raise those children. It's just
Okay,
a
that's a finesse.
transference
Well,
of
that's a
wealth.
finesse.
It
I agree. That's a finesse. I don't
right.
think baby
So
should cost that much
so
money. I agree.
so so it's not about helping take care of that child. That's why I say I
It
don't.
depends. It's case by case. It's
No,
case by
no.
case. No,
They want everybody to be living like the richest person, which is usually that male that she has on child support,
well,
or
that's
the
not
richer
true.
person,
That's
or
not
the more
true.
prosperous person. The
That's
point
not true.
is, if you're supposed to split something 50-50, then why am I paying you this amount when he's with you, when the kid's with you, you buy the kid food, you buy this and that. I give you some of what I would have contributed,
But
but
it's
they're
not
not doing that.
50-50. It's
They're
not
not doing.
Some of
50-50.
these men are in their children's lives though, Mika, to even see them half of the
Mhm.
time. Some of these men are just sending the money, and some of these men are okay with just sending the money because they don't want to spend the
Okay,
time.
but see, that's the other. But Molly, that's the other thing I'm saying, right? It's not divorcing the man of responsibility. But as a woman, you know, you know, if a man is not attached to you, pretty much he's not attached to them kids either. He don't give a damn about them
So
kids.
this poses another question. Like this poses a real serious question. When are women ever accountable?
Women hold
Because
themselves accountable for the 18 years they're
wait,
raising that baby,
hold
Slimmy.
on, hold on,
When do men hold themselves
wait,
accountable? Because
men
it's
hold
been
them, men,
y'all been having these same
men,
conversations for
wait,
years now.
Anton, do you reimburse for meds?
wait,
I
hold
need
on. I
headache
was speaking,
pills.
I was speaking.
Nigga, I need headache pills because this nigga always
Men,
yelling.
men always hold men accountable. So we ain't even got to discuss this. Men
No,
always
y'all
hold men
don't,
accountable.
Slimmy. I'll let you
Men,
finish, but
hold
respectfully,
on,
I don't
Molly.
believe that.
Men always hold men accountable,
Mm-mm.
regardless of what you feel. Men always hold men accountable. But
Mm-mm.
you can't have it both ways. You can't have my body, my choice, and you able to abort a baby no matter what, and then you still got it this way where a man is still solely responsible from the point of conception. From the point of conception when you could have still aborted that kid.
Dear
And
They're
Lord.
in
I'm against it.
Texas.
And
Texas
wait a
don't
minute, wait a
play
minute, wait a
abortions
minute.
like
And
that,
I'm
though.
hold on, wait a minute. And I'm against abortion. But you have to take all this into consideration. The women are not being held
Not true.
accountable.
That's
And
not true.
now the state is using men as an incentive to get more money through the child support system, even more money, which they were already doing. Y'all gotta
Slimmy,
stop. Y'all gotta stop being unrealistic about this.
no, I hear
This
you,
is a
but
finesse.
respectfully, men are not encouraging men to get married. Y'all are not. Y'all will still be friends with a deadbeat father.
No,
Y'all
I
will. Y'all
won't.
will hang out.
No, I
A
will
lot of
not.
y'all won't hold that man
Don't make
accountable
it
for not
No, I
beating
will
his
personal.
not.
Don't
kids.
make it
Y'all will still
personal.
go and do
I don't
stuff.
talk like
A
that.
lot of women, you have some women that might hang out with a deadbeat mother, but if you have a woman that's raising her kids, she's probably not going to be around a deadbeat mother, and she's probably going to be holding that woman
Cap,
accountable. if
cap.
if it's so many broken homes in America, y'all have been trying to hold the women accountable forever. At what point do y'all just stop fornicating, put a ring on her finger, marry her, and then have sex? Like, why is that so hard? Y'all
You know
don't
what?
hold each
You
other
know what I have
accountable
to
to
say
the
about that,
point.
Molly? You know
Yeah,
how
we can't
women
hold men accountable for anything. We can't say, like, y'all really think paying child support be enough?
you know who holds women accountable? Fucking life. That you a fucking single baby mama and everything that come with it.
For
White life
18
holds
But
women
that
years.
accountable,
but that's
nigga.
what I'm saying. So that is your burden to bear. Like, okay,
What the
men,
fuck?
men have a burden to bear. Men
No,
have
stop.
men have
Mika,
a
wait a minute.
hmm?
Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. No, 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 no. I don't mean
Well,
to. Hold on. My fault, Mika. My fault, Mika. I don't
Go
mean it
ahead.
like that.
it's
I don't
so
mean it like that. We cannot glaze over what this nigga just did.
What do you say?
Get that fucking shit off the screen. You stand on this screen like a man. You get on this screen like a man and take that shit fucking back right now.
What did he
Live
say?
What do you
holds
say?
women accountable. You fucking liar.
I mean, but
You're a
y'all men
fucking
have been
liar.
complaining about the same thing for so long. We
No.
live under,
Quit.
Slimmy, we
No,
live
no,
under a
no.
patriarchy, hun. At the end of the day,
No,
we're still
Quinn.
under a patriarchy. Y'all are
Quinn don't
complaining
believe
about
that.
a man-ran society still, though. Y'all
But
have to
okay.
hold yourselves accountable
We
for the
do.
fact that these women aren't getting themselves pregnant. And
But
y'all
then
are the ones that get penalized for
Nobody's.
not marrying the woman you get pregnant. So either pay the money or
Oh
marry her and
man.
shut up.
but
Like, what other choice
Molly,
y'all be having?
stand on it,
Molly,
Quinn a
Molly.
fucking
but
wow. A
this is what I'm
wow
saying, right?
motherfucker. Man.
We've had we've
Life
had
holds
we've
women.
had generations now, right, of unmarried women in white, black,
Oh
Hispanic,
shit.
all of that, right? We actually have the data on that. Why would a woman knowingly put themselves in that position? Because I keep saying anytime you're sleeping with someone without protection, you're asking for that because that is the end result.
Let me ask y'all a question individually. Slimmy, hypothetically speaking, let's say that you got a woman pregnant.
Shit,
Um,
man.
it's hypothetical, Slimmy.
Yeah, I know.
Would you pay her child support?
Why would I pay her child support?
Cause Joe Brown ordered you to, nigga.
No,
No.
why would I be paying? Why would I wait. Why would I be paying a woman that's the mother of my child, that's in my life, that I'm living with? There's
No,
no
you're
circumstances.
not living with her. You're not living with her.
No. See, there wouldn't
It's
be a
my
hypothetical.
hypothetical. It's my hypothetical circumstance, Slimmy.
Well,
If you if
I
you
wouldn't
have
be
a
in those
child,
circumstances.
well,
I ain't doing that.
let's assume that y'all broke up, Slimmy, for the sake of conversation. That y'all broke up. You was with her. Y'all no longer together. Would you pay her child support?
I have to because they're
No,
gonna
you don't.
force me to.
No, you don't. It's called giving up your rights.
What?
He still has to be held accountable, though.
No,
I
no.
think for the health benefits or something.
No. When you give up your rights to a child, you absolutely have no rights to a child. Now, again, most men won't go that far because most
Well,
men
the
don't
mom
want
has
to.
to accept
Most
it
men
though.
don't want to be deadbeats, but this is the
You
reason
can't just
why
give up the rights without the mom saying okay.
you can give up. You can give up your rights. Women do
No,
it
you,
every
you
day.
you can't say I give up my rights, I'm done, and I'm not saying no. You can't
Yes,
do that.
women do it every day.
Who?
Yeah,
Women,
women. Yeah, that's
I'm
they do
that's
it
talking.
every
We're
another
day.
talking
thing.
about a
Women.
man. We're talking about a man, not a
We're
woman.
talking about parents because
You
we're
said a
talking about
man. You
parents.
said he can give
We're
up his
talking
right.
about parents, so
That's
you
not.
can give up your right.
Y'all flip flopping. This shit is so dumb.
would
We were talking about a man giving up his right.
You said he
you
can't. I said he can because
He
he's a
can't.
parent.
He can't
He
without the
would
mom's
can't.
you
permission.
would you
What are you talking
I
about?
can't go
would
to the
you
court and say I don't
voluntarily
want to be this.
Oh
The
my
mom has
God.
to be okay with it because if you give up your rights, then you don't have to pay child support.
That's the point. That's what I'm
Nigga, then
saying.
all men would fucking give up their rights so
It
they
don't mean
wouldn't
that they
pay
can
child
do that.
support.
Well,
You can yell all you want.
the real. I
I
believe
couldn't
that the
even
real
make out what that
answer.
nigga was
I
saying.
believe that the real thing is even on top of that part,
Sorry, Carrie.
the judge has to approve that. On top of the parents, the judge has to approve that.
Hey, that nigga
You
sounded
know how
like a
many niggas that
demon.
give up their rights to get out some motherfucking child support? Are you kidding me? No one's laughing. Like literally, no one's laughing at you. No one thinks
I
you're
don't
funny.
care if nobody laughing. That's what you sounded like a
No one
demon,
thinks.
bro.
No one thinks you're
What the
funny.
fuck was that?
You're not funny. You're
I'm
not
not
funny.
trying to
would
be.
would y'all would y'all voluntarily put yourself on child support if y'all broke up with a woman, even if the court didn't necessarily mandate it or she didn't go to the court? Would y'all voluntarily put yourself on child support?
Yes,
I would.
I
Slimmy,
did that. I did that.
Slimmy.
If I'm in the child's life, if I'm partaking full time in the child's life,
I don't know. You can frame it however you want to. Like that's up to you how you want to frame it.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't want the course in my life. I'm not. No, I'm not doing
People,
that.
The
I'm
courts is
not
to
doing
help
that.
you, nigga. The courts is to help you. Shit.
No, the
yeah,
court.
that people have. I mean, go
Okay.
ahead, Slimmy.
Okay.
No. Like honestly, I'm not doing anything involving the courts if I don't have to. I'm not gonna do anything where I got to report and do all this bullshit. No, I'm going to. The woman is gonna be taken care of and the child. That's what's
You
gonna have
don't
to
have to
happen.
report to them. Like
I'm not.
they.
I'm not doing nothing with no court system. I'm not. I'm staying out of court.
No, I'm not.
You don't know what
I'm not.
women you don't know what women can do to you by having a kid because men thinks giving buying clothes is child support. Nope, not to the court. Men think buying diapers is child support. Nope. Child support is how much money did you give to the mama and let her do with it at her discretion. That's
This
child
nigga
support.
just
It's,
totally. This
it's not what you
just
did for the
totally
kid.
did not listen to what I said. Did you hear what I said? Or did you just start rambling? I said I would be taking care of the woman and the child.
That's not how it works. The court says there's a certain amount you have to take care of them, nigga. If you ain't giving enough, nigga, they can make you give more.
And I said I would be keeping the court out of my situation.
Until the
That's
baby mama
my
says, "Fuck
choice.
you, I don't want
That's
some more
my
money."
choice.
It's not your choice. It's the baby mama's choice, nigga. Not your choice at all.
Okay. I'm not gonna be in that situation anyway, so it doesn't mean yeah, I'm good.
I think if people are gonna have kids with people and not get married, then you should be at least be smart enough to know what states to be doing this in what states you shouldn't.
Go get a bitch knocked up in Mississippi.
Go to the right state, cause
That's funny. Go to Wyoming. Shit.
Why the fuck is y'all niggas typing I don't have kids? I know that, bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? This nigga just gave me a whole hypothetical about having kids. That's why I'm speaking on it. Why are you being dumb as fuck? Like, why y'all being dumb as fuck? Somebody literally just asked me to speak on a situation as if I had kids, and that's what I'm doing. You niggas is goofy.
Okay, so the asking the other parent applies when it's adoptions.
Hold on, say that again, Mika. I'm sorry.
Needing the permission from the other parent applies when it's adoptions. And I'm assuming because you guys adopted that child together, so you can't just like opt out.
I don't know any man who's giving their rights away. Most men just get on child support and just kind of deal with it.
But
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, if
that's
it's
the
that
problem. Most
if
men just deal with it.
if it's that easy to get rid of your obligation, more men
Would
would
do it.
would do it.
More
They would
men don't
sign away.
fight
They
for
would
their
sign away
kids
their rights if you can just get
either.
rid of because they ain't in the kid's life anyway. So what's the fuck is the point of staying on child support if you can just go sign away your rights and not have to pay it?
Okay, just like there's a bunch of people that don't know anything about taxes, and they'll argue with you about something with taxes, and then you actually go and read the actual tax form and find out, yes, you can actually do this with taxes. But if you don't read, if you don't know, you're ignorant to the facts. And most people just
um
go with what they know.
well, and I think that while I agree that some of the family court laws and all of that, could be switched up, I think that men in particular have a really, really bad understanding and impression of the court system. And the assumption is that anything that you do with them will be in favor of the mom, which I know a lot of times it is, so don't attack me. But that it can't work in their favor or help them at all. And that's not that's not the case in certain states, which again goes back to my other point. Um because I've, like I said before, on plenty of other nights, I have learned so much from the father's side of things, at least in New Jersey, where it actually worked in our favor to be going through the courts as opposed to dealing straight up with the mom. Because when her emotions were one way, she was acting one way. And when her emotions was another way, she was acting another way. Going through the courts allowed for us to not have to deal with all of that. So it worked in our favor. So I think that a lot of guys are under the wrong impression about the court system.
And
Exactly,
you can
Karen.
I did this. You can get a lawyer, sit down with your baby mama, write all the stuff, and give it to the judge. It's over. The court ain't got to decide nothing. Y'all decided and y'all put it and make it legally binding, and that's y'all's decision. And that saves both parties.
In
Because
fact, they,
because
oh,
you
sorry.
just doing what you think you want and what you think is enough. Nope, you go to court, be like, how much money did you give her? They put your shit in the calculator and they put her shit in. Like, you didn't give her enough. Run it back with interest.
Well, and the other thing that I learned, again, I can only speak about New Jersey. When we saw the layout of the percentage, technically both parents are paying child support. Like, it shows the percentage that
Yep.
both parents are supposed to be paying towards said child.
Count
But if
amount.
you are the custodial parent, it's obviously not going, it's staying with you.
Yeah.
So that was something else that I learned. But we're so quick to be like, I'm paying her child support, which technically you are. But yeah, the words
It's
matter.
funny. It's funny. So somebody in the chat said that I'm male centered, right? And that's not being male centered. If you hold women accountable, then as a woman, you can get more women not to put themselves in them dumbass positions.
I don't know why you don't hold both parties
Well,
accountable.
I think in the
If
case of a
everyone
child, it's
takes
both.
Because
accountability
it's
for
your
what they,
vagina. It's
It's
my
both.
house. It's my
It's
house.
both. It's
It's
both.
my house. I don't let the reason why I don't have that problem is because I don't have that problem. I have enough
Right.
discernment not to let nobody do that to my body.
But I
But in
think,
the
and
black
I agree
community,
with you.
we're
But
not
just
getting
as much
married
as
though.
somebody coming into, just as much as it's like, okay, I let you in my house. If the person who comes in the house does something, you went into the house and did something, so you have accountability for that too. So
and
I think it's both. Like, it's both people. We both create. Without me and without you, there's no baby. Regardless
Mhm.
of who has what organ,
No,
without both,
that's
Mika,
It's 50-50 chromosomes.
without both people, there's no baby.
if it was 50-50 chromosomes, there would not be no my body, my choice.
I don't care about that.
that's
Bump
an
that.
These
ideal.
men
Bump
are
that.
benefiting off
No,
of my
it's a
At the
body, my
end of the
law.
choice
day,
It's a
though. These
law.
men are
So
benefiting
at
off
the
of
get
that
rid of
end
the
of
though.
law. Get rid of the my body, my choice then.
These
no,
men
fine,
don't
I
want
agree.
nobody to get
Fine.
rid of it though, Mika. They are
Mhm.
At
benefiting
the
off
end
of
of the
these
day, it's two
abortions.
people who are coming together creating a life.
Wait,
So
They
Because
both
wait,
are
because
wait,
responsible.
for
wait,
you
wait,
to
wait,
I'd
be
wait.
for
rather stop
So
women. Hold on
wait.
real quick, Slimmy. I'd rather stop women before they get to that point than to be arguing about one, children, and then two, effing up other people's lives. Because these are gonna be human beings, grown human beings one day that have to come up in a toxic environment. They're going back and forth between parents. Y'all act
Oh,
like it doesn't
okay, so
affect the
I can
child.
take your whole
no,
argument away. What happens to divorced parents and then someone has to pay child support? What then?
Okay, you know how I feel about divorces. So
Whose fault is it now then?
you know how I feel about divorces. Most people divorce over stupid stuff.
but I don't understand why can't your conversation be necessary as well as conversation to the guys as well? Like, why does it have to be either or?
Because we already know that we're going to tax the man. Okay, we're going to tax the man on that child support. We're going to tax the man on anything we can. We're going to tax him, right? He's already going to get it. What consequence does the woman have if the state helps? If she gets child support, if she gets, a lot of these women
Why does it
they
have to
can
be a
get child care
consequence for
assistance.
having a
Yes, they can get
child?
daycare
But
assistance. They can get
how
all
come
that type
child
of stuff.
support is but
If you can get
how come
assistance,
child
there's no
support is
assistance for a
labeled a
man.
consequence?
And then if you want to, Carrie, if you don't want the baby, you can divorce yourself of the baby. You can drop him off at a fire station, and nobody comes after you financially.